What's up, nerds and geeks? My name is OMGWTFLOLFTWBRB, and welcome to a new Total Extreme Wrestling series that'll be going up on my channel. I allowed you nerds and geeks to vote on what would be the Friday series, and we actually had a little bit of a tie on that first video I uploaded for it, so I re-uploaded another video that was just basically going to say Ring of Honor versus ECW, and it was pretty close, to be honest. I was surprised to see early on ROH picked up like an early lead, which kind of really took me off guard because I thought a lot of you wanted to see ECW. And then as I was like getting ready to do my ECW playthrough, so many people started voting for. I mean, as I was starting to do my Ring of Honor playthroughs, so many people started going for ECW, so I gave it a little bit more time, but alas, it's about 8 o'clock now, as you see, and I wanted to get a video up, so I think it's safe to say Ring of Honor has won. Now, originally, I actually wanted to do Ring of Honor in the past, like, I was looking at 2004, and I even actually recorded an episode for that, but I just was not enjoying what was going down. I didn't really know the people that well, and even when I brought in people that I knew, it just, I don't know, I think the mod person messed it up a little bit. So I'm actually going to be doing a more current run through of ROH. I know there's a lot of current things going on my channel with the New Japan and WWE playthroughs, but, you know, I'm okay with that, to be honest. I'm more up to date with current ROH more than I am past ROH anyway, so I feel like this would be a little bit more enjoyable. So we are going to be building into a pay-per-view that's actually already happened in real life, and that is Supercard of Honor, and we're going to be building in that. And if you may have also spotted here, we have Global Wars and War of the Worlds. That needs to be changed to week 4, not week 1. But I'm also going to be trying to do that as well, so hopefully we can, because I went to that event, and I would love to do that on the show as well if I can get some New Japan people over for that. So, real quick before I book into the show, I did do some pre-booking, but not much pre-booking. It's just 2 matches that were actually on the real best of, not best of Super Juniors, my apologies. That were actually on the Super Card, and that was Jay Briscoe taking on Samoa Joe and Red Dragon battling the Kingdom, or as I like to call them, Thy Kingdom, because I just think it would be a better name in general. And also, speaking of Thy Kingdom, Dragon Gate recently offered Maria Kanellis a contract, and it is a written contract, so we're most likely going to be we're going to be losing her since she doesn't want to have a written contract for us. So that definitely sucks. I don't have any storylines going on right now, just so everyone knows. I'm most likely going to probably do some storylines here and there, but let's just book the card. So I believe we are, let me just double check again, but I believe we're like a week or 2 away from Supercard. Yes, it's week 2, so I would like to do like something with Samoa Joe the week before, but I think having him cut a promo on Jay Briscoe would be suffice. So let's look at the promo singles, and we'll have Samoa Joe cutting a promo on Jay Briscoe, and that'll be about like a 6-minute promo. And you know what? Let's just create a storyline for those two at the moment right now. Samoa Joe versus Jay Briscoe. And recently, as of the recording of this video, Samoa Joe has joined the WWE, so that's actually pretty cool. A lot of people thought that would never happen, and what do you know? It did happen. I'm also just going to create a storyline for Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, or not Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, but Thy Kingdom versus Red Dragon, because they're going to be fighting at the pay-per-view, so why not? Change a line. Ooh, not Bobby Cruz. Oops, that was my bad. There's so many Bobbies, I feel like. I deleted the storyline altogether. That was dumb. Red Dragon versus Thy Kingdom. So, I actually have a question for anybody who's a Red Dragon fan. From what I heard, the reason why the DR is the only 2 capitalized letter in Dragon is because they, I'm assuming storyline, hate Davey Richards, who used to be in ROH. I believe he's actually a former ROH world champion. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, it doesn't bother me. I mean, it's kind of funny if it is, but I just, out of curiosity, is that true? Is that why the DR is capitalized in Dragon? If not, and you know the reason why, feel free to let me know as well. Might as well add Maria in here as well, but we're most likely going to be losing her. Alright, so we do have the promo on Jay Briscoe from Samoa Joe. What would our main event be tonight? I'm thinking we could have... Why is Matt Taven a main eventer? It's a little weird. I have an idea. Just to get Thy Kingdom a little bit of momentum on their side. Quite possibly this could be our main event, considering that 3 of the 4 people are main eventers. We'll have The Addiction battling Thy Kingdom. And that'll be well, honestly, I think that is going to end up being the main event of the night. So we'll have them go the 18 minutes with Michael Bennett getting the victory. And in open, I guess, slow build? And let's just not do slow build. Let's just do an open bout. Alright. Since New Japan is in their in-between tours right now, I'm actually not able to do talent trades with them, and I was hoping to try to get Jushin Thunder Liger over here because him and Jay Lethal battled at the Supercard of Honor, but it seems like I am not able to do that actually, so what I was thinking about doing, and I'll create this storyline right here, right now, is doing a Jay Lethal versus... Let me just make sure I'm spelling his name right, though. Okay. Versus Roderick Strong. And I just think that'd be a fun little feud, to be honest, so it's not what I wanted to do. Add worker, Truth Martini, and align him with Jay Lethal. And I think we could do a Jay Lethal opening bout with somebody. Jay Lethal, we need a face, of course. Possibly ACH. You know what? Let's have Chris Hero make his debut. We'll have Chris Hero make his debut. We'll have you guys go on it for 15 minutes with Jay Lethal getting the victory. And in open, work the crowd matchup. And let's keep Chris Hero strong as well. I don't want the title on the line. And that'll be our opening bout. And I'm thinking what we could do is an open challenge where Jay Lethal is talking himself up and how much better he is than Jay Briscoe. And how he is the true ROH champion. All that fun stuff just to have Chris Hero be the one to accept the challenge. There we go. Hero accepts Lethal's challenge. We do have 4 more minutes to book. So I would like to do another matchup. And I'm thinking what we could do is another 1v1 bout. Let's look at let's exclude our booked superstars right now. Possibly Michael Elgin in action, to be completely honest. Let's do Romantic Touch versus Michael Elgin. Oh, he's a heel, never mind. Doesn't work. Does not work. Actually, you know what? Let's do... Where is he? Okay. Let's get Moose in action. Moose versus, well, not El Hio, but I did hire him. Let's do Moose versus Will Ferrara. Have this be 8 minutes, not 9 minutes, 8 minutes. 8 minutes, thank you. With Moose getting the victory. Because I enjoy Moose's work. And if you don't enjoy Moose's work, then I'm sorry. Moose is great. Let's do a pre-show bout, and then we'll also do a post-show bout. So let's go pre-show. Thinking what I would like to do is this. So pre-show, no one above mid-carder. Let's do, I think this would be a fun match. ACH versus Rocky Romero. Have them go at it for 10 minutes on the pre-show, with ACH getting the victory. And an open all-out match. And then on the pre-show, we'll do, I think this will be fun. Which is kind of weird that I'm doing the Red Dragon and, what's it called, the Kingdom, because in a way, it doesn't make much sense because they're both heels, so yeah. That's fine. We don't really need to do a pro show, but I think I'm going to have to change Red Dragon. So thank you to the nerds and geeks who decided to click the annotation and skip ahead. ROH isn't going to be or take that much long or that much. ROH shouldn't take much longer than the other videos because I'm booking such a short show. But other than that, I think we actually have a pretty good show here, nerds and geeks. So let's press this button and see how we did, shall we? So, about to head solid in-ring action, not much weighing heat though. ACH defeating Rocky Romero with the Dragonfly. ACH is improving in performance, as is Rocky, so they didn't, get a stellar bout, but pre-show still not bad. Then we start out the night with Jay Lethal coming down, talking up himself and how great he is, how much better he is than Jay Briscoe, and how he's the true ROH champion, and all that fun stuff. And he decided to hold an open he even talks about how at the Supercard of Honor he'll be taking on Roderick Strong and all that fun stuff. So he hosts an open challenge, which is accepting by the returning and debuting Chris Hero. Chris Hero, former tag team champion with Claudio Cascanoli, known as, I believe, the Kings of Wrestling in ROH. So the crowd should be no stranger, or you know what I'm trying to say. He should be no stranger to the crowd, and he got an 80 on his hero gimmick. Unfortunately, his debut didn't go as well as I would have hoped, but that's okay. So, some good action. Average heat. Lethal defeating Hero with the flying elbow drop, or as he likes to call it, Hail to the King. And they had a pretty good match, to be completely honest, with Hero improving in performance and Lethal improving in performance and technical skills. That's just a way to get Jay Lethal some momentum, along with Chris Hero introduced to the card. So then we have an extremely poor match, which sucks, where Moose defeats Will Ferrer with a running clothesline. Muda, the great Muda. Moose and Veda Scott are a good pairing, so that's awesome. The match fell apart after a bit with no rhyme or reason to the moves. Alright, well that's not fun. Not fun at all. Will Ferrer is improving in performance, but these two just not put on a good match. So then we have Samoa Joe cutting a promo on Jay Briscoe and their upcoming bout at the Supercard of Honor. And then we have our main event, which is Thy Kingdom taking on the Addiction. And they win the match when Mike Bennett defeats Frankie Kazarian by pinfall with photo finish. So Kazarian and Daniels have great chemistry, and Maria did some good work. So for improvements, we have Frankie, Michael Bennett, and Matt Taven improving in performance. How'd our show do? Oh, cool, it did. We got an increase in 7 regions. That's actually really cool. I honestly didn't expect us to get an increase. I thought it was going to be a very basic show, considering that Moose and Will Ferrara probably would have held us down, but I'm actually really satisfied with that. I think that was a good show. I enjoyed doing it. A little bit of spoiler for some of the people who are, looking to see what I'm going to be doing in the future for this project. I'm definitely probably going to be building into a Jay Lethal, Jay Briscoe feud, and the main reason why I say that is because it's exactly what ROH is doing right now, and I think it just makes the most sense, which is why I said many times there with how, he specifically talks about how he's better than Jay Briscoe and his title means more and all that. Oh, cool, we got the top story today. It was excellent. That's awesome, actually. I'm super happy with that. And let's see how NXT did. NXT did okay. It's not that bad. But yeah, I think we... oh, crap. They fired Mandrews. TNA, why would you fire Mandrews? Let me shortlist Mandrews. He's actually really good, in my opinion. So, might bring him in, but not anytime soon. Global Force is making offers to some people. I was originally going to try to stop Global Force, but ROH really isn't that kind of company. They kind of just, let their superstars explore and go other places, which is definitely going to be something I try to let them do, but at the same time I'm a little worried about, because if you go to the calendar here, you'll see that I'm going to either have to edit some things when I do shows, or, yeah, while I'm here, let me change Global Wars. Global Wars I was going to have on the 4th week, not the 1st week. And that's going to be the New Japan ROH show that I'm hoping I'd be able to do. We will see, though. Other than that, Nerds and Geeks, I do hope you have enjoyed this Ring of Honor Wrestling. I sure as hell did. I thought it was a lot of fun. Next week, we are going to be putting Samoa Joe in the main event, and shortly after that, we should be booking Supercard of Honor, which at the moment, we're going to be doing Thy Kingdom versus Red Dragon, Jay Briscoe versus Samoa Joe, and most likely Jay Lethal versus Roderick Strong, along with some other things I can find out there. I don't know if I showed you guys the roster or anybody I hired, so let me do that real quick just before we end off the video. So our enhancement talents at the moment are El Hijo de Rey Mysterio, who is the son to Rey Mysterio's senior, not junior, and I also believe he's the cousin to Rey Mysterio, the one we all know and love. So I had to hire him. He's always been a favorite. I remember back in the 2014 playthrough I used to hire him and Ricochet and put a mask on Ricochet and have him be the luchadores. As for our openers, I hired Dalton Castle, who is actually part of Ring of Honor right now, but wasn't in this mod. I love Dalton Castle. I think he's great. He has a lot of upside to him. If you haven't checked out Dalton, or gotten a chance to see Dalton Castle yet, I highly suggest it. Also, Donovan Dijak, Tadarius Thomas, and Will Ferrara, all superstars who are already on this roster. Our lower mid-carders are Adam Page, Cedric Alexander, Hanson, Jay Diesel, Moose, and Raymond Rowe. I'm a huge fan of War Machine, so I'm definitely going to be trying to push them. Our mid-carders, we have ACH, Beretta, BJ Whitmer, Bobby Fish, Joey Ryan, who I went out and hired myself. I love Joey Ryan, a huge fan of his as well. Kyle O'Reilly, R.D. Evans, Rocky Romero, the Romantic Touch, who is Rhett Titus. I know a lot of people are fans of Rhett Titus. Silas Young, who I'm also a fan of, and Tommaso Ciampa, who actually doesn't work for Ring of Honor anymore, but he still is in this mod, so I'm not going to complain. And upper mid-carders, we have Chris Hero, who I went out and hired myself, Jay Briscoe, who is currently our ROH World Champion, Mark Briscoe, Matt Jackson, Matt Seidel, Michael Bennett, Michael Elgin, and Nick Jackson. And our main eventers are AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Alberto El Patron, Frankie Kazarian, Jay Lethal, who is our ROH World Television Champion, Matt Taven, Roderick Strong, and Samoa Joe. Also, I don't know if I said this, but you guys probably know by now, Red Dragon is our tag team champions, or are our tag team champions. Other than that, Nerds and Geeks, I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, do me a favor, leave me a comment, like, subscribe. Definitely comment below if you have any superstars you want me to bring in, or any ideas of what you want me to do here in ROH. And as always, I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day.